welcome back to Scale Model Kit Review. Hi, this is Steve. I'm in front of JD's Hobbies in San Pedro, California. It's a very cool shop. I'll take you inside and give you a tour. So let's step into the shop. First thing when you come in, you see lots of building supplies, a train on the ceiling, models hanging from the ceiling, cabinets full of toys and collectibles, die-cast cars down below, just wonderful stuff that you don't see in regular shops. Pictures, memorabilia, it's just full of items. Magazine rack.
Hi there everyone, I'm Louis Lee and we've started JD Hobby Center some 15 years ago. We're located downtown San Pedro, California. And I guess the best way to describe our shop, it's less of the old school hobby stores. As we all know, for those who are into the genre, they're systemically going away one by one by one. And it's not just on a national, but a global scale from Europe to Asia, South America, less so. But we do have fun. We're about 10,000 square feet. And yes, the volume is there, but I really don't emphasize or overly concern myself with the space. It's what you have in it. It's what's been created within the walls that people do enjoy. And one quick story that I'd like to share is a good customer of mine walked in one day with a newborn son. Said, congratulations. Fast forward 15 and a half years later, he now stands 6'3". His name is Zeke. And that's how time has elapsed, and they both, the father and son, enjoy the beautiful tradition of model building.
Yes, that's wonderful, Lou. Your storefront is large for hobby shops that I've seen that are small business owned, but it really surprised me when I walked into your shop just how full it was of kits, toys, collectibles, historical books that you have up in a loft that I had no idea was there. And plus your private viewing area of some of the NASA artifacts that you've acquired and you're safekeeping for a collector that's out there. I find it truly wonderful.
Well, we thank you for that. It's something where, as we all age forward, and it's sad. It's sad to see something that we as young people enjoyed building and getting involved with, to see that going away. And the industry leaders, Tamiya's, the big distributors, the manufacturers, one by one are gone or very weak. And it's sad to see that. And that's probably one of my mission statements in keeping the doors open, is so that you get the random few that'll come in and get excited about the world of model building.
That's wonderful. You mentioned to me yesterday about a dream you had for a show, and I've seen bits and pieces of shows like this. Well, even in Fine Scale magazine, they have history you can model in the back of their magazine. But what you came out way before what Fine Scale came out with that, which is history in a box. And I think that's a fine concept, and I hope it comes out in fruition for you. I know it's been a dream for you.
Thank you. Yes, history in a box. The genesis of this was the parents who'd come in, and again, my kids don't know what this is. My kids aren't interested, aren't in it, and that kind of rang a bell. And I said, there has to be some way, a vehicle in which to expose the model building world on a larger scale. Mm-hmm. And that was over 6 years ago. And without boring the long journey that it's been, we have put together what I feel is a very tight, more concise concept format, reality-based. And the beauty of it is, what wasn't available or existing 6.5 years ago is now with social streaming, social media, that opens doors that weren't available or existed back then. So we'll perhaps take that route. But we've had major corporations from SpaceX to Northrop Grumman to Boeing, and high-level executives, both current and retired, who are expressed interest in supporting it, with the caveat they want to see quality content on what the show entails, which is a fair.
Yes, very, very fair, I would say, yes.
So it's on us to finish, at least get a pilot concept going and see what kind of traction. And there's no doubt in my mind, you come up with an idea, a business concept 5, 6, 7 years ago, because it was relevant then does not mean it's relevant now. And I'm pleased to say that, personally speaking, that I feel it's as relevant, if not more, today than it was then.
Wonderful. Now, you not only own this shop, but you yourself are a hobbyist, a model builder yourself, and it's evident when I walk around the shop. I see a lot of your painted models and built models hanging from the ceiling, which is a rarity at most shops that I've been to. When did you start first building, and just a little background on your hobby?
Sure. As I get closer to the 60, big 60, about a year and a half, I started model building for my dad in the 60s in Sherman Oaks, California. And basically, I didn't know how to build. My dad bought it. It was M48, I believe it was M48 patent tank. It was a monogram kit.
Yep.
And I had no interest. And he started putting it together. I'd walk away, watch a little TV, come back. What was 30 minutes ago, a couple of random pieces, now start to become something. I go, whoa. About the halfway point, I'm fascinated. I said, Dad, before you go to bed, I need this thing finished, so I want to see it in the morning. Next morning, it was complete. And it was like this morphing from nothing to this inanimate item. And I was hooked ever since. And this is back in the early 60s. And, I've ventured into different businesses over the years. And again, 15, 16 years ago, I wanted to build a kit because I hadn't so long. 30 days later, I bought the hobby shop that I bought the kit from, Palos Verdes. And this is where we are now.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate your time, and I'll go ahead and I think I'll film a little bit of your shop so my viewers can see just what they're in for when they walk into your hobby shop.
Absolutely.
And
my pleasure.
Okay, well, thank you very much.
We'll talk soon.
Okay. You have a ship section back here. I'll get to that in a little bit. Big aircraft hanging from the ceilings. Mostly all plastic here, very little RC. Cool dragon hanging on the shelf there. Figures. Horror stuff, horror movies, collectibles, kits, more models, more models, more models. This is a picture of Lou back in 1968. It's Lou right there in the middle. It's his brother to the left. Just truly wonderful here. He actually has a workbench set up where he can build kits, and he boasts that he can repair kits too, so people can bring broken kits or ship models that were in collections for repair, and that's all done here. He offers that type of service. Stack of armor kits. Up there is in the loft. There's a full library with reference material and books. I'll take you up there in a little bit. Lots of car kits here, die-cast and models. More collectibles, toys, all the Star Wars stuff. Some train items. Some ships. I would say 80% of the kits in here are collectible kits. So it would be an eBay and a shop, as they would say. And it just has, you know, a lineup of Star Destroyers, Millennium Falcon, Voyager kits, and some new stuff, you know. Some built ship models.